Today might be a little rainy, but I've been loving the warmer weather we've been having. And as the weather gets even nicer, so comes the time to plan your landscaping. If you need advice on what to do with your yard, Jay Worth from Tomlinson Baumberger is here with ideas. You've been on the show a few times before.
Yes, ma'am.
It is June now, the time to really get your landscaping done. Remind viewers what you can do for them, what services you provide.
So from our Lancaster location, we do offer a whole host of landscaping options. If you just need something simple like shrub trimming, edging and mulching, we do that all the way up through landscape design, hardscaping, master planting plans. We offer a lot. That's
something, and you and I were just talking, and I said, you know, I'm the kind of person who would love some really beautiful landscaping, but I'm never going to look myself and say, oh, I have a vision. It's just, I just can't. You can help us with that, though.
Yeah, we do. We have highly qualified account managers that can come out and talk you through some of the smaller planting projects. If it's something that's going to be really involved or take a lot of time, then we do have a landscape designer on staff that can come out and do a consultation with you as well. And I brought this with you. I've got one for you and one for Brett. But this is a native plant. It's called Itea. It flowers nice like this and attracts some pollinators in June and July here. But in the fall, it'll get a really nice red crimson color to the leaves, and it's pretty hardy. It doesn't really get diseased too badly or have any bugs that feed on it. So it'll get, does well in full sun, does well in partial shade, and it'll spread out a little bit. So it'll get bigger than this, but.
That sounds like perfect. That sounds like the perfect low maintenance, but pretty plant for landscaping. Thank you so much for that.
Of course.
You know, you mentioned bugs.
Yes.
And pests are so annoying. We've talked about the spotted lanternfly a few times. Is it still a problem this summer?
Absolutely, yeah. And then just a couple days after I was here the last time, we saw an egg hatch. So there are lots of little black and white black bugs with white polka dots running around. There you go. There's a good picture of what the nymphs look like. They're very tiny right now. You're going to find these on ornamental fruit trees like pears, crab apples, cherry trees, also on maples and birches. And they're going to be out right now close to the end of the leaf tissue, doing some damage to plants that way. But mostly those are going to become the bigger ones that feed in swarms and fly all over the place and disrupt your outdoor living.
So what is the big problem? Is it that they're a nuisance or they'll destroy our plants?
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
It's a little bit of both. There's going to be some impact to agriculture. They'll go after hops and grapes. So if you're a beer drinker or a wine drinker, that's a big deal for you locally, obviously.
Well, now I understand, Jay. I understand the problem.
They're going to affect the hardwood industry here in Pennsylvania, but for homeowners, really the big deal is they're going to make a mess of your outdoor living space. So.
Okay, so you can help us control the spotted, I have a hard time saying it, spotted lanternfly. You can help us with all kinds of pests. You can help us with design. How can somebody start that conversation with you?
You can go to mytombaum.com. That's the website. It's the easiest way to find us. If you live in Lancaster and you're interested in those landscaping services, $399-1991. If you need help with lawn care, pest control, controlling the lanternfly, questions about that in Harrisburg, 234-3820.
Very good. And of course, we can just give you a call and you can kind of talk us through it.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Jay.
Thank you so much for having me.